All right, let's get into the Weekly Rewind.
Weekly Rewind.
I have an update on Travis Kelce.
Ready?
Yards after catch, 214. That puts him...
Feels like 250.
Okay, well, here the number 2 guy, Rob Gronkowski. I guess he had the bye week, but 168.
Yeah.
So
No,
I don't.
Kelsey's number 1 in that.
Where's
right?
Barnage?
He's number 4.
Yeah, I was wondering.
146. I'm not sure if this week is calculated in.
That doesn't even count as barn catch.
I'm looking at Pro Football Focus. I think this week is in there. But Kelce is dominating with all of his catches.
All right, speaking of not that. All right, Jamaal Charles tore his ACL.
Oh.
I don't expect, I mean, it's not official, right? But I don't expect him to come back and say, he's actually fine.
Well, I don't know. We watched Andre Ellington do something similar, and then he's back.
Yeah, but they did not come out and say the preliminary report on Ellington is a torn ACL.
Yeah, it looked yucky.
In fact, I'm going to just double check because
classic Charles.
Oh, it's not
He's
classic
done-
Charles.
he's done it
now,
once
this is the
before.
opposite knee, right?
That I don't know. That I do not recall.
All right, so Jamaal Charles, this stinks for Charles owners. Who's the back to own, or is there one, or what kind of fab money are you spending? Because I don't know, maybe this is just me because my teams have enough running back depth that I don't care as much. But I'm kind of blasé on the big fab spend on West or Nile. Am I crazy to be blasé about that?
I don't think you're crazy to be blasé about that.
I mean, I know you got to go spend money, but
there's probably going to be more of a timeshare. There's definitely going to be more of a timeshare than there was when Nile took over last year, or obviously than there is with Jamaal Charles. Here's why I'm a little bit excited about it. I'm a little bit excited because Nile Davis has the name recognition. He had such a great time without Jamaal Charles in the past that I think that is who the majority of your league mates are going to be putting their claim on, is Nile Davis. And I don't think that's the right guy to put it on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which means you're going to get Sharkandrick West cheaper and have the better player. That's
West is the better player.
Be cheap.
West is the better player for sure. He has more pep to his step, all right?
He
can break bigger runs, and he's looked better than Nile all year long.
As the owner of a Jeremy Hill and a C.J. Anderson,
you'll be spending.
I'm going to spend some money.
Yeah. Well,
so
and that's exactly right. So what does spend some money mean? What do you got left in one of your leagues that you would consider that in?
Our league, what do we have?
$100 fab budget?
I think I'm in the 80s.
Yeah.
I might dump at least half of that.
Okay.
At least.
And now are you gonna put claims in for both guys? Just
maybe, but it sounds like West has got 2 weeks. I mean, prophetically of the Chiefs, 2 weeks ago they came out and said West has passed Davis on the depth chart. All the carries have gone to West. West was the first one in, but I'm going to be extremely aggressive because I need running back help.
All right. Asked Sunday evening why Latavius Murray played sparingly in the second half. Jack Del Rio said they were focused on his health. Now, this was a big Twitter topic because Murray started out. He looked okay. You have to wonder how hurt he is because I would have been focusing on the win
right
as well, but he wasn't on the field. What do we do with Latavius Murray? A couple good weeks, couple bad weeks now?
I don't know, and that's 2 weeks in a row of
a
benching, non-benching of last week where, oh, no, we didn't bench him. He just caused 2 turnovers and then wasn't playing after that.
But maybe he was hurt then, too. I mean, it's possible that he was banged up then, too.
It's very possible, or, I mean...
He wasn't playing bad, though. It's not like he was playing banged up and they needed to take him out. But so if they're really sitting him for health reasons, that means they see him as valuable.
Or he's screwing up blitz pickups, and these are, like, I have to go back and watch the tape to really know what was going on. But it's a mystery even to me at this point.
All right, TJ Yeldon had a groin injury. He says it is not serious. He caught a touchdown pass. It was actually, if you saw the play, it was kind of funny because Bortles just kept, like, rolling left and dancing around for like 12 minutes and then found Yeldon in the back of the end zone. So it wasn't like a designed pass catch for Yeldon.
Right.
It was an eventuality. But Yeldon said the groin injury isn't serious, which would be good news for Jacksonville because he's their every down guy. Julius Thomas did play, had 2 catches for 20 yards. Do we care about signing him this week? Is he a pickup?
Maybe. I guess he's no.
I mean, he's a tight end.
He's worth picking
he's a tight
up.
end.
He's worth picking up. I don't know if I'm going to play him right away, but that was a quite a surprise. The Jaguars executed in a flawless smokescreen of that Thomas is not going to play, and then he did, and he
they-
was a huge factor in the game.
They lost.
He screwed everything up for Tampa Bay.
Now, Justin Forsett has an ankle injury. I saw the play. It doesn't look serious, but if it's high ankle, you could miss a week or two, if not more. And he had a good game. They
So
ran him. He
let's-
scored.
Let's say he's out and you're the Forsett owner.
Buck Allen,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
by far. Because
Man,
Taliaferro missed the game.
My third running back on that team, I was just talking about his force. I am just so screwed right now.
Yeah, well, at least you're not. All right. Kendall Wright has an apparent head injury.
Yeah, he went down towards the end of the game.
Very
I believe.
disappointing,
And
yeah.
he was down for a while, and we don't have an update on him yet.
Now, what's the latest on on the same play? And I saw this. Aguilar and Miles Austin both got injured. So Aguilar, he was limping off. He didn't look like. I mean, he looked very uncomfortable.
Josh Huff.
Yeah,
Huff
you know,
did score.
Yeah, Huff had a
that
good
game. Let's talk about that game for just 2 seconds. Did you guys? How much of
Yes.
that Philly game did you watch?
Good amount.
Bradford did not look good.
What are you talking about? The multiple picks in the end zone?
Yeah, man. He just. I don't know. I will say this. Drew Brees looked worse. Drew Brees looked messed up.
If Drew Brees didn't have garbage time, crazy late game touchdowns this season, he'd be like
I'm going to tell you right now.
20.
He's going to be doing Wrangler, and Manning's going to be doing DirecTV, and that's going to be their full-time job soon. So, all right, Odell Beckham Jr. had a hamstring injury last night. What's the latest, Mike?
He got pulled out, or I guess he pulled himself out of the game. And the funny thing is, he looked perfectly fine until he did his massive end zone celebration dance.
That was like
And then
way
he
over
was-
the top.
And then he went gimpy. Like,
Well, yeah,
look.
calm it down.
I am all for celebrate. This is why I think you should be able to use the ball. If you use the ball, then you're less likely to hurt.
You are
your
able
hamstring.
to use the ball.
No,
No.
you can spike the ball. But
Yeah.
You can't
that's all
use it
you
as a
can do.
prop.
Like
it's
what's
a
his
penalty.
face?
Right.
The Ram.
Yeah, the guy who laid down.
Yeah, he got fined.
Did he?
Yeah.
Even though they didn't penalize him in the game.
Correct. But he got a fine because the NFL doesn't.
I'm
like guys
I'm
to
not
have
with
fun.
you though. Here's what I think. I like the Larry Fitzgerald. I've been there before. Every time Larry Fitzgerald
that's-
scores a touchdown, tosses it to the ref, runs off the field.
Yeah, get off my lawn, young kid.
Dude. ODB, spend your effort,
You
scoring
sound like a
the
guy
touchdown.
who wears briefs.
I'll be honest.
I do
When
wear
I'm watching
briefs.
when I'm watching those games, I'd much rather see the John Brown touchdown and have him do some crazy salsa dance. That's entertaining to me.
But so, anyways, back on top. So he was out of the game for a while. The final drive, he did come in. He drew a pass interference, and then Eli Manning and Donnell.
That was a monstrous catch.
What a catch!
All right,
that was super
But
nice.
so we don't know.
The one thing that I would say about ODB is that this hamstring has been a lingering, coming back, repeating injury. He missed 4 games last year, so it is to me a mild concern as far as him being able to play all 16 games. So he would have been a good option though.
And also real quick, Matt Jones, we'll give you injury updates. We don't have a lot of information yet. So Matt Jones had a sprained toe injury. A quick note, Julio Jones needs to be monitored. He seems fine in the game, but he only took a couple reps.
He doesn't seem very fine in the game. He's always That's him getting up after every catch. And he's still fine. But
he growls when he scores fantasy points. All right, go.